Hello, Papa Forrest here. Welcome back to another episode of The Initiated Man. And before we begin, let's take a nice deep breath in together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we can do that together now. Thank you. So today, what I want to discuss is really understanding the reason why we are in partnership. And I'm talking from a broad sense, like why do men and women come into partnership with each other, generally speaking? And also on a more specific basis, why are you with your woman? Or if you're a woman, why are you with your man? And I do first want to acknowledge that I am speaking to, since I am in a heterosexual relationship, this is the language that I use, and this is the audience that I speak to. And in no way am I trying to say that this is the only way that people can come into relationship. Definitely giving space to and honoring all of the other types of relationships, man and man, woman and woman, and so on and such forth. So why are we in relationship with each other? What are we getting out of it? And what is this other person getting out of it too? And I'm going to share my personal, one of my personal reasons for being with my wife, my lover, my beautiful, amazing, sexy, powerful, soft, funny wife. Why am I with her? And one of the main reasons that I am with her is because she is my muse. And I would not be standing before you here today if it were not for her. She inspires transformation in me. And she doesn't do this by telling me what to do. She does not lead in that way. How she inspires transformation in me is by not accepting anything less than my highest self. Because she doesn't want to feel that. She wants to feel my strongest, most loving, most leading, open-hearted, sexually empowered self. That's what she wants. That's what feels good to her. And it's also what feels good to me. I am here to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And notice how I did not say I'm here to be someone else's version of what it means to be a man. No. I'm here to be the best version of myself. So how can I not want someone who inspires that in me? You know, this is huge, huge. And I also want to honor that it is not easy all the time. It is a challenge to be constantly growing into this man that I was born to be and that I'm meant to be. And I hope that you can relate too. This transformation is very challenging, and I feel like this is where a lot of rifts come in relationships, because as men we resist this, especially because many women, they don't know how to express this in a very, they just express their feelings. Yeah. And some of those feelings are very challenging to hear because it's about us. But if we are here to be the best versions of ourselves, then we should be thanking them for these reflections and for how they feel, how we make them feel. And this is how I feel. I feel, and obviously there are many times where the little boy inside of me is that might feel triggered and might feel all these other things. But when I get centered and I breathe and I really tune into my truth, I'm really grateful for my wife and for her not settling ever. She is a queen. She is my queen. And I am so grateful for her. I love that she is my muse. I love that she inspires me to transform myself and to remember my power, my love, my strength, my truth, and my force in this world. And, I have felt other women. I have felt desires from other women. And they do not inspire me. They do not inspire me at all. And I think that a lot of men will essentially are scared of this queen energy and run to an easier path that does not transform them, does not inspire transformation. It might be easier, and that's okay too. I don't want to knock anybody's path, but this is my path and my truth, and I would like to transform into the best possible human I can be on this planet for my life, for myself. It's a selfish interest. It's a very selfish interest. And that's circling back to this original point here, is that this is my reason for being in relationship with my wife, my selfish interest. And her inspiring me in this way is what I want. That's what I want. And I think there's a version inside of us that can be really empowered when we meet this queen energy. There's a victim mindset where we can cower. Oh, she's being critical, or oh, she's, abandoning, or all these things. But if we really step into our power, we can say, thank you. Thank you. And then guide the relationship from a powerful, empowered place where we're just grateful to be with someone who inspires us to be the best versions of ourselves. So shout out to all the queens. Thank you. I see you. And shout out to all the kings, all the men out there that are doing the work. It's not easy. I know this. But I see you. And just really tuning into, if this resonates, maybe you have a different reason. And I have other reasons that I'm with my wife. That's just one big reason that I wanted to touch on today. And yeah, tune into a big reason for you, because the reason I'm talking about this is because if we don't know this reason, then we might hear, quote unquote criticisms and just get pissed off or triggered. Okay. But if we have our big reason, our big why, then everything kind of makes sense. Okay. How is this allowing me to transform? How is this inspiring me to transform? And having this big picture within our partnership, whatever your reason is, but knowing why you are in partnership really helps move through these sticky moments and these challenging times. But if you're just in it and you have no idea why you got together, 10 years ago, whatever it is, and now you're just together and you don't really know why, that can cause problems, especially during challenging times. But if you have your why, if you really take the time to sit down um, and write them down, this will really help. Um, yeah. So let's take a deep breath in together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We can do that together now. Thank you for joining me once again, Papa Forest. If you'd like to dive deeper with me personally, visit initiatedman.com, and I look forward to seeing you again.